Anyway, it's your boy gucciglockmarc. Again, before we start this video, let me start out by saying I need you guys to hit that like button, please. Maybe you might not want to share this with somebody. You might not even like the video, but just to help out the two-way community and the algorithm, bro, because they don't like pushing these videos. Go ahead and hit that like button right now.
All right.
Oh, I hit that. Chamberlain 45 ACP. Guys, this thing is amazing, ridiculous, futuristic. It's very innovative the way they made this because it has its own unique delayed blowback design. Thing goes downward, so all of your kinetic energy is going downward, which keeps the muzzle from rising so much, which in turn gives you quicker follow-up shots, more accurate follow-up shots. This grip texture. It's already stippled. By the way, this is the Gen 2.1. So it's not the Gen 1, it's not the Gen 3, so I don't already have the Picatinny adapter on the rear. But this can be unscrewed. I can add the Picatinny adapter to this one, run a brace or a stock on one of SBR this. And that's another thing about this guy. The Kriss Vector is one of the most versatile PCCs you can own. Yo, look, it's your boy. We back. A little update for you guys. Wham! Kriss Vector, and we're gonna get straight into it. Make sure this thing is clear, empty. Make sure this thing is clear before we even get deep into this video. This is my baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's so cute, little girl. It's so cute. This is my baby, man. And I got a previous video before this one when I first got this gun. Before I actually kind of completed this build. This build isn't actually complete yet. But we are on the way, and we are 95% done. The only thing I'm missing is a suppressor and potentially a light. And if you see anything else that you think I could change or I could add to this to improve it, let me know in the comments. But we're going to do a walkthrough of this thing from head to toe, and I really want to just give you guys, you know what I'm saying, some different outlooks on your Kriss Vector if you have a Kriss Vector, and tell you some things I like and don't like about this so far, as far as the setup I got on here so far. Because, you know, if you want to go back and watch the last video, you can go watch the last video. But it was pretty simple when I first got it, and it was a lot to like. But since I've upgraded this, there has been some things that I like for aesthetics more than I like for... I just feel like it's not necessary. Now, what is necessary is, and starting from the head to foot, we're going to start here. What is necessary... Ooh, look at that. Coming reverse thread. Let me go back the other way. Now, what I feel like is necessary, but I feel like is more of, what can I say? More of a preference. Because I really picked this because of eye candy. And because I really needed to get my hand away from the mag release when I'm shooting and the bolt catch. So, starting off, we got the A3 Kriss Vector slanted foregrip, guys. This thing feels amazing. It's made very well. I think it's made out of some type of polymer or composite. Some type of lightweight plastic, but it feels very strong and very sturdy, and I like it. I like the fact that it keeps my hand away from this bolt catch here, and it keeps my hand away from the mag release, because while shooting a Kriss Vector, if you don't have a Kriss Vector and you're watching this, you know what I'm saying, to get some insight before you purchase a Kriss Vector, I'm just gonna let you know, and I don't promote to sell anything, let me say that right now. But before you even decide if this is a route you want to go, just know when you get this, it is a must that you put a foregrip on here, because you definitely want to get your hands away from the bolt catch and mag release. Whenever you're shooting, the recoil is going to make you hit the bolt catch, so your next round is not going to chamber. You don't want that in a self-defense situation or any situation for that matter. And also, the same thing will happen with the mag release. So, slanted foregrip or vertical, depending on if you're going to SBR. I'm not going to SBR because what's the point? But if you're going to SBR, you know, maybe vertical, A3 vertical grip. But I went with the A3 slanted grip, specifically made for the Kriss Vector. Now, moving from this grip on up to the top, we got this Swamp Fox on here, man. And I don't remember the model. Hold on one second. Let me see. I might have the box back here. My elbow. Oh. ahead, cut the camera. Shit. All right, we back. I had to go on a cursing spree. God, dog, I gotta wrap that. All right, here we go. I got the box right here. Let's see what we dealing with. Swamp Fox Liberator. And I am not an affiliate of these guys, and usually I don't just throw out brands and nothing like that. But this optic has been a great optic for this build. Actually a great optic in general. I took this optic off of the Kriss Vector, put it on a new build, which is a dope, crazy build. You guys turn your notifications on for that. That's coming right after this one from these guys. So I put this on that build, and man, bro, I went out and ran some rounds through, and it was zero the same. I mean, I didn't have to change anything. Smacking steel. So this is, and I've dropped this a bunch. Like, look, there's a chip. I don't know if you can see it. There's a chip right there along the edge. I've dropped this so many times. Just the optic by itself, not on the firearm. Not dropping my baby. But this Liberator 1x22 mini dot sight. So you actually got this reticle on the inside. And I'm assuming most reticles that are like that, you're able to change it from one to another. Now, I haven't even looked at the owner's manual in that, but this is not an optic review. This is about the Kriss Vector. So we're going to get back to that. This optic, I think, is shake and wake compatible. I know it goes off on its own after it's been on so long, so that's good. It saves batteries. But I felt like I needed a riser for this setup because I like to co-witness. People say, why do you have iron sights, or why are your iron sights up if you use your red dot at the same time? Well, honestly, I don't use my iron sights and my red dot at the same time, but I like to have that option just in case my batteries go out. You never know, man. I know a lot of optics, they say or claim to be, you know, very durable and very rugged, but I mean, you want to put your life on the line with based off of a word? Go ahead, my man. Go ahead. Not I, said the cat. Not I. So, this is a pretty good optic, and I think the price point was only like $129. Oh, back to the price point of this foregrip. Foregrip, high as hell. I'm talking about high. I'm talking about high as a Colombian bird on Cocaine Tuesday. So, it's like $115 for this A3 grip, just to put that out there. Another $120 plus for the Liberator, but got it on sale from Palmetto for like $80. So I won on that one, and it's a dang good optic. Like, I'm kind of glad I got it. Now there is like inside of it, you can't see. I'm not pointing this towards me, but inside there is like a small little what do you call that? Anyway, there's a small little piece of plastic in there that houses the red dot. I mean the actual laser. So it's kind of like in your field of view inside the dot, but it has never gave me issues, and I've always been able to shoot accurate with this since I've had it. And so far, I guess you can call this the 500 round review, because so far I have put at least 500 rounds of 45 ACP through this thing without one failure to eject, without one jam, without any issues. So for everybody who says that this gun is just a gimmick or there's no point of having this unless it's full auto, shame on you, pal. Shame on you for pooping on another man's dream. This was my dream gun. Like, this is the grail of grails in my collection. It's not the most expensive gun in my collection, but it is like, man, it's the grail of grails. Like, I've wanted one of these since Modern Warfare came out on PlayStation 3, and I finally got one. So, and we building it. So we're gonna move on from the optic back to this. So this is a 2.1. This is not a Gen 2, it's a Gen 2.1. It doesn't have the sliding trigger, it has the pivoting trigger. So it gives you the same poundage and the same feel as a standard mil-spec AR-15 trigger. But I will say that, hold on, make sure we're clear. This trigger is a bit more than a mil-spec. Hold on, one second. It's a bit more than a mil-spec AR-15 trigger. Just a bit more. The reset is short. Right there. Boom. Reset is super short on these things, especially as they change them to a pivoting. Now it's 5.5 pounds of pressure. The sliding mechanism was horrible, man. I think it was like 8 or 9 pounds, and it slides. So you literally pulling the trigger back into it. It just sucks, man. So I can see why the Gen 1s got the bad rep of having horrible triggers. This one, no horrible trigger. Trigger's crazy. Like, I wouldn't even, I mean, I haven't seen any really upgraded, there aren't any upgraded triggers for this except the double tap. And I feel like binaries, FRTs, all that is really like gimmicky, like for fun. But I always, you gotta keep, you know, what you like and the things that make sense, making sense. And I don't feel like it makes sense to make this a binary Kriss Vector. But anyway, back to this. So being that this is a 2.1, I still had to get an adapter for Picatinny. I still had to get an adapter to be able to put the Picatinny brace on here. And then moving from the Picatinny adapter, and I think the adapter was maybe 40, 50 bucks. We're moving on to the strike brace. So this is a strike single folder, guys. It's just a single folder. I don't need a dual folder because I'm right-handed. It can fold left. I can still shoot it folded. It pretty much, and that's how it looks, you know, with it out. You got the cheek riser. So the cheek riser didn't come with the brace, guys. I got the brace for like $1.60 single folder, and then the cheek riser was like an extra 40 bucks. But I feel like if you're gonna have a strike brace, you gotta get the strike cheek riser, or it just don't look right. Like look how that set it. Hold on, let me put these up right there. Let me put these up. Like, look how that set it off, putting that cheek riser on there, and then versus not having the cheek riser on there. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. And I gotta say, to be able to and you know this is a brace, so you're not gonna shoulder it, but to be able to put your cheek right here and really just keep, you know, it just keeps you in line with your optic, in line with your iron sights without having to figure out where you're going to place, you know, figure out where you're going to place this. You don't really have to get down, or you don't got to do all that. You're here with it, you're on target. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like strike braces, you have to have one of them, man. Cheek riser is a must. And I've been rocking the standard Kriss Vector mags, bro. And I'm going to tell you one thing that I don't like about this, right? So I will be getting some ETS mags to combat this because this is just ridiculous. I had this in my gun completely full, and this is a YouTube compliant standard 29 round mag. It only holds 29 rounds because Kriss Vector shoots 45 ACP. 45 ACP is a fat slug of a round. So even though it looks like it's huge, it's not. It only holds a small amount of rounds. But I had it loaded up to the max, and I picked it up, and then everything just flew out. The follower flew across the yard. This came out, and it's just, so the worst thing about a Kriss Vector, it's got to be these mags, and it's because it's multiple pieces. This upper part, this Glock mag part is one piece. This part is one piece. And then you have a shell that drops inside of this and locks in here, that's one piece. So it's too many pieces within one mechanism for this to be reliable. So I will be getting some single mags, like OEM Glock extended mags, you know, Glock 21 extended mags that will fit the Kriss Vector, because this is not reliable. And I do actually shoot this gun. I mean, it was a Grail and it's a collector's piece, but I do actually shoot it. And if I was to ever have to grab this in a situation, that's the last thing I would want to happen, to pick up my gun and the mag explode. Rounds everywhere. Well, not typically explode, but you get what I'm saying. So this, okay. I almost skipped that now. This foregrip, the thing that I did not like about it is this part, the handstop part. Whenever you're shooting, it bangs your knuckles so hard. Pause. It bangs your knuckles so hard, and it's just about like, you see that scratch on me? That's from the Kriss Vector. That's from me outside like this, shooting, and it rubbing my knuckle. So I don't know if that's just like a design flaw or what. I mean, it actually feels good to hold on to. It's just whenever it comes back and your knuckles hitting it, it can cause a small abrasion on your hand, almost something like Glock knuckle. So that is something, you know, to think about when considering an A3 like this on your Kriss Vector. But this is my Kriss Vector build so far. Hold on, let me put the mag in, guys, so you guys can see. Get the whole Shazam. This is my Vector build so far. Let me know what you guys got, man. You guys got a 9mm Vector, 10mm Vector, 45? Do you have a Gen 1, 2, or 3? Let me know in the comments, man. And let me know what you would like to see next on the channel. What should be my next pickup that I can compare to this Kriss Vector. It's your boy GGM. We out of here. And don't forget, show love, get love. Like, subscribe, share. And yeah, I read all the comments too. So I want to know what you guys got to say. It's your boy GGM. We out of here.